adjust your structure based on product to sales contributions, I think is a huge one. We just talked about, actually all of these things I've just talked about kind of feed into this answer. So I talked about looking at, what percentage of your total sales and total spend each project is attributing. And that product I was talking about where, maybe there's a discrepancy between what it's bringing in versus how much we're spending on it. There's a great product to look at and say, what are we missing from this structure, right? Are there ad types? Because I could give you, here's another thing, right? I could give you a long checklist, right? I could say sponsor product ads, sponsor brand ads, sponsor display ads. You should be using all match types, exact phrase and broad. Don't forget about autos. Don't forget about category targeting. Are you running video ads, right? And all of a sudden you have this 30-page list of all of these campaigns that you need to launch, right? And checking off those boxes feels great, right? You're like, all right, got this one, got this one, got this one, got this one, until you look at the ad spend that's going to require to run. So if I have a product contributing 0.65% of total sales volume, does it make sense for me to run an all of the above strategy because I know what that's going to cost me? Probably not, right? And so what we find is it's working off of how much a product is bringing in. And as that sales growth, moves up, right? As the product brings in more attribution to total sales, as we push it out through our curated launch strategy, then we can naturally start adding on to that ad structure, right? The other thing that we find is it's in levels of certainty is how we work up. So an example of this would be, I find a product that's crushing it in product targeting. I see my auto campaigns and I'm like, oh my goodness, all these ASINs are like absolutely crushing it. Great, let's launch product targeting campaigns. That makes sense for it. Product targeting campaigns crush it. Amazing. How else can I capitalize on product targeting? Sponsor display ads are a great way. Sponsor display, crush it in product targeting. Great. So it's like, it's building off of what you have the best argument that is going to work well for you, is what we find. And then that will naturally lead you to the next step and the next step and the next step, instead of saying, I have to apply this blanket to everything, which again is a recipe for just excessively increasing ad spend.